Shalom, shalom. All right, shalom, shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Barakadosh. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren preaching his word in all sincerity and in truth. To the hopeful elect out there, shalom. It's the brother Dama Agibar out here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify and to feed the lambs and sheep of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And to come out here and do another live lesson, another street teaching, because as brothers know, we're very well into the end of this man's society. All right, all biblical prophecy is lining up perfectly, man. We're living in the times where we're about to be taken out of this captivity, the most wickedest, hardcore captivity the 12 tribes of Israel, which consists of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, have ever served here, man. All right, and we're about to be delivered out of here. We're about to be saved from the hands of all of our enemies and from the hands of all of those that hate us. All right, so we're living in some very beautiful times. We're living in times to where, it's also kind of, holy shit, but it's also a beautiful time, a time to rejoice more, But yeah, we know that Jacob's trouble is coming. We know things are going to get crazy out here. Things are going to be a little wild, but hey, we know that the Lord is going to make preparation. He's going to have things set up for his elect to ultimately to be delivered, to be taken care of, to be fed during the time of drought, to have water in the time of, to have water in the time of drought and food in the time of famine. And the Lord is going to ultimately come through for all of the elect out here. But mainly what we're seeing is these last few prophecies getting ready to come to pass, which is ultimately the MOTB and this third world's war and the time of Jacob's trouble. And it's all coming together beautifully. Let me turn this a little bit. All right, and it's all coming together beautifully, We're living at the times where, we're about to be literally delivered and saved out of this captivity, man. So it's a beautiful time to rejoice. It's a beautiful time to praise Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai more and more, and more for us to lock in and to be more deeply rooted in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, because things are about to get very, very serious out here, and all this spiritual preparation that we have been making and preparing for, we're about to have to literally put it into action. We're literally about to have to walk out here on faith, and let me get that, man. All right, we're about to be literally put in a position where we're gonna have to be out here on pure faith, man. All right, because we know this devil is about to totally crash this economy. He's about to do away with this dollar. He's about to bring in this universal basic income, this CBDC, however the hell he's gonna bring it in through all this chaos. And that's when we're gonna have to literally be out here on pure faith, man. Not trusting in the system, not trusting in the dollar, not trusting in anything that this government is going to be offering you or putting in front of you in order for you to have some type of comfort or some type of way for you to navigate through, to navigate in this man's system. And it's going to come with that MOTB. And that's where the elect, we're going to have to literally detach fully from this society. So those times are getting near. So we have to prepare our minds and to be, spiritually preparing for that. And as well as, physically, we're going to have to be prepared to be in those hard and difficult times, man. But as we know, the Lord is going to make provision for his elect, man. He's going to have the angels out here guiding and directing our steps and putting us in the proper positions to do what we have to do to be shown that we're the Lord's chosen, Lord willing, we're part of that number. So let me get this real quick. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 40. It says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." You see? So that's the times that we're coming in. But we're going to have to be out here like pilgrims, man. And the pilgrim is somebody that's on a spiritual mission. While he's on that spiritual mission, he's looking for miracles to happen, man. And that's exactly what we're going to be looking for. Miracles that happen when all hell breaks loose. When this economy collapses. When Esau start doing all these FFs. All of these so-called terrorist attacks, man. When all hell is going to be completely breaking out here in this society, we're going to have to be like pilgrims out here, man. Totally moving and operating totally in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Our faith is going to have to be in the Lord, not in guns, not in money, not in this society, not in this government. None of these things are going to matter at that point, man. All right? Our faith is going to have to solely be in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says, "He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that have no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. And that's the mind state you should already be preparing yourself to be in anyway. Knowing that at any moment, everything that we have here is not going to be a certainty, man. You know, your job, all of us, we're eventually going to lose our job. Might eventually be kicked out of your apartment. You might be, you might lose particular family members who have been supportive while you've been in this truth. You know, you might lose particular friends who have been supportive with you in this truth when all hell break loose, man. You might find yourself in a situation to where it's just you, your wife, your children, and Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You may not have access to the, to brothers that's in your area. You might be in a situation to where it's just you, your family, and your faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. So we have to be constantly thinking about, and preparing our minds to be in these type of situations, man. All right? And not fret, nor be nervous, nor doubt, but just trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because that's what the Lord is ultimately looking for, is to see those who trust in Him, even in our most darkest hours, even when shit seems like, there's no way out of it, man. The Lord is looking for you to show that faith so that He can show His power. All right? It says, he that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth a vineyard as he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry as they that shall get no children, and they that marry as the widowers, and they that labor in vain. See? It says why? It says, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captives, for in captivity and famine shall they get children. See? So these type of situations we have to prepare our minds for. All of the unknowns, all of the things that you may not think could happen might just happen, or it might not happen. But at the end of the day, your faith should be rooted in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All right? We're not, and have no, don't be trusting in the stuff that you have right now. Because like I said, hey, just like that, in a twinkle of an eye, all of that merchandise, your job, your house, your apartment, your bank account, particular things that you have in this right now that give you some type of comfort can be taken at a drop of a hat. So when you don't have those things, hey, your faith is going to have to be in something. It definitely better not be in FEMA. It definitely better not be in this government. It better be in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Because anything other than that, man, hey, it's not for sure. It's not a certainty. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is 100%, and He's the certainty, and He's our lifeline and our insurance. It says, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions. How you doing, man? All right. It says, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, and the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sins, saith Yahweh. See? Because the Lord ultimately don't want you to have faith in these carnal and in these things here, man. Because all these things are going to disappear just like that. All that comfort, all of your security, whatever you have trust in, hey, in the blink of an eye, that shit can be gone, man. And then what are you going to trust in? Then where's your faith going to lie? And if it's not in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, then hey, you're finished out here, man. Like I said, you better not be trusting in FEMA. You better not be trusting in this government to come through for you when all hell break loose, because that's going to come with strings attached, man. That's going to come with you having to offer your soul to receive whatever Esau is going to give you, man. You see? So we're living in that time now to where, hey, we're at the end of this whole situation. We're at the end of this captivity, the end of this kingdom, man. And the Lord is about to bring, a salvation, and a kingdom to His elect, man. So we got to make sure that we're staying fast, staying steady, and constantly abounding in the Spirit, man, and just preparing our minds for the end of this society, man. You can't be, at the end of this, the last couple of months going into 2024, it's going to be a crazy year, man. And because 2022 started off with a bang. This year started off with a bang. You better believe 2024 is going to start off with a damn kaboom, man. You see what's going on over there in the Middle East, all that stuff that's being built up. You just had Israel just attack Syria. They just did a airstrike, and these devils, they're going to go into Iran, man. And that's exactly prophetically what we're looking for. Because we know once they get into Iran, and once Iran gets involved and they start attacking Iran, that Russia's going to get involved. China's going to get involved. America's going to get involved, man. And those are all signs that are leading to our salvation, man. So in the midst of all of that, we got to make sure that we're in this to win it. That we're buckling down and tightening our belts and staying more and more focused and, doing what's necessary, man. Being more locked into the Spirit and preparing for the shit to hit the fan here, man. You know, and to make and to be in that spirit of fully relying on Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. So we got a couple of precepts I want to go into. But hey, we're living in those times, man. And in a couple of minutes, I'm just gonna go on my phone and just go look at some news sites and just see what's going on, man. But it's some hey, man, we're in those times, man. Hey, World War III is hot. It's hot over there in the Middle East, man. Hey, the Lord's about to release those angels over there in the Euphrates rivers, man. He's about to loose those angels and get this thing going, man. See? But let me start here. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as Hamashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourself likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High, you see? And that's where our mind frame should be. Not in the lust of this world, not in what this world has going on, but, trusting, our faith should be in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Totally dialing in, being 10 toes down, moving in the spirit, man. Getting more and more tighter in the spirit, man. Make sure that we're doing everything possible in these last days that the Lord will secure us, man. Because you see a lot of bug out activity, a lot of false prophets, a lot of stumbling blocks, a lot of weird vibrations and spirits coming out. You got guys bringing up new Gnostic names of the Most High and His Son. You got denying the chariots. And IUIC's been kind of quiet lately, but they're gonna pop out with some weird shit. Some of these other Israelite groups gonna pop out with some weird shit, but we just got to make sure that we're dialing and moving completely in the spirit, man. There's a lot of stumbling blocks, a lot of sifting, and then the elders speaking about a house cleaning. So we got to make sure that we're moving correctly, man. That we're on our P's and Q's, that we're crossing our T's and dotting our lowercase J's, It says, but to the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. It says, for the times past of our life may suffice us to have brought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, And we all was living that type of lifestyle, and we all was indulging in that shit before we had this truth. And you got some guys who come into this truth and still are indulging in that type of behavior, man. Hey, now is not the time to be in that spirit, man. Now is not the time to be, being weird in the spirit, bucking up against the elders, coming up with these new doctrines, denying, coming in this, denying the names of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai and coming in this Jesus and Christ spirit, man. Hey, none of those things are popping right now, man. We're living in a time to where, judgment, it can just snap just like that, where the Lord can find himself displeased with you and deal with you just on sight, man. And recently the Lord has made some examples of guys that are in this truth that's just not, that's doing a lot of weird activities, that's coming in, devilish type of spirits, and the Lord is acting upon it. So we want to make sure that we're not moving in that vibration and we're not going left, man. All right? Make sure that we're on point at all times to the best of our abilities, It says, wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you, who shall give account to him that is ready to judge the quick and the dead? For this cause was the gospel preached also to them that are dead, that they might be judged according to men in the flesh, but live according to the Most High in the Spirit. See? And that's where you want to be. Living in the Most High in the Spirit, man. You see? You don't want to be caught up in the flesh out here. That's the last place you want to be, man. Like I said, a lot of these weirdo and these bug out guys, they're all moving fleshly, carnally, man. They're not moving in the spirit. They're not taking these times that we're living in very seriously. These niggas coming up with new doctrines. You got old one Westers coming out of nowhere talking about, the truth is in disarray and in disorder, and he's going to come and set order and get everything right. Hey, it's too late in the game now, man. The Lord has already set up his apostles and his teachers and his men, his chosen men, which are the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, to get this thing in order, man. To have us moving and doing exactly what we need to be doing in these last times, man. All right, and if you bucking up against that, and you coming up in some whole different way, hey, the Lord's going to expose you, man. And the Lord's going to eventually deal with you. You see? Let me get this precept. This is Romans chapter 8, verse I'll start at Romans 8:5. It says, For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. Right. Hey, all of your moves and all of your actions should all be moving, should be made in the spirit, man. Like I say, you think these guys coming out with these weirdo doctrines, you think they moving in the spirit? Like I said, talking about Yahweh Shai didn't perform any miracles, the chariots aren't real, you know, Baramento and all these false names and these weird. You think them guys are moving in the spirit, man? They're moving totally outside of the spirit and in the flesh, man. They're moving after Satan, and that spirit is out here maneuvering, weaving, bobbing, trying to shift and shake and infiltrate the mind of a lot of you that are coming into this truth, man. You know, so you want to make sure you be constantly girded with the whole armor of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to be protected from these wiles and tricks of the devil, man. You know, it says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. And what's the ultimate spirit that you should be in right now? It's prophecy, prophetic spirit, prophetically, you know, prophetic in the spirit of prophecy, man. All right? You should be in the spirit of prophecy, man, looking out at the things that's happening in this world and linking them to prophecy and linking them to the times that we're in, man. Let me get this real fast. Right. I hate when I should do this sometimes. We don't want to give you the precept you want. You can save me. There we go. Damn devil, man. I hate when they do that shit. This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. You see, and that's the spirit that we have to be in, dealing with the spirit of prophecy, man. You know, going into these times and events that we're in. You know, and what do we see going on all around the world? Uproars of the people, man. You know, recently just had a solar eclipse about a week or two ago. Signs in the heavens, signs in the sun and the moon, uproars of the people, rumors of wars. All these things are happening right now at a level that we've never seen before, man. And it's happening at the most heightened level of that's going to bring in this third world war, man. See? So if you're in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, you're in the spirit of prophecy, man. You ain't out here worried about partying and BSing, chasing the bag, you know, trying to be YouTube celebrities, you know, trying to buy houses and land and plant crops and have a 10-year plan here in this society, man. If you in that spirit, you're definitely not in the spirit of prophecy, man. You're in the spirit of the world. And that's why when I read that in 2nd Ezra, it was talking about being a pilgrim, you know, and not looking to make gain and to, you know, if you got a wife, look not to have children. If you're trying to make gain, you know, be in that spirit of not thinking that you're going to get gain from it, because times is coming to where you're going to have to drop all of that, and you're going to have to move out here in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You see, so if you're in the spirit, man, these are the things that you're speaking about. These are the things that are on your mind, and these are the things that you're looking for. Constantly staying upon your watch and looking out for prophecies, man. All right? Let me get another one real quick. This is Matthew chapter 16, Matthew 16 and 1. It says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. And he answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but ye cannot discern. But can ye not discern the sign of the times? You see, and that's what our people are not doing. They're not discerning the signs of the times. You know, I was telling this guy at my job, hey, did you hear about the World War III and all this shit that's popping up? He was like, man, I don't keep up with none of that shit. They're always talking about war, man. It's just another day, because they're not linking things that's happening with biblical prophecy, man. Because they're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. They're in the spirit of this world. He was thinking about what he was going to do this weekend, going and watching the football game, barbecuing and doing this and doing that. Of course, now, you know, we watch the football game every once in a while. You know, we'll barbecue and cook, but ultimately, 95% of the time, our mind is constantly on prophecy, standing upon our watch, thinking about the next video we're going to do, shuffling through articles, you know, linking things that's happening in the world with biblical prophecy, man. You know, looking for the return and the signs of the return of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, looking towards the kingdom of heaven, man. We looking way past Babylon the Great. We looking way past America, man. This place is toast, man. This place is finished. The military is weak. The leaders are a bunch of weirdos and freaks and demons, man. The only thing you should be looking forward to is the return of Yahweh Shai in the kingdom of heaven, and this sink known as America, this ship known as America, to sink and to be cast into outer darkness, man. If you totally in the right spirit, man. You ain't in the spirit of I was listening to Gerald Salente. I like him, but you know, he's all about we gotta have peace. And I don't know what God you're worshiping, but my God is the God of peace, because he don't know Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, he don't know that this is the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to bring war. Tells you that in Exodus 3, that the Most High is a man of war. Yahweh is his name, man. And if the Lord didn't want there to be no war, it wouldn't be no wars, man. You see, and that's why we have to wait for the kingdom of heaven. We got to wait for the King of Peace, Yahweh Shai, to return, man, to establish peace and righteousness here on this planet Earth. But first, this earth and this world as we know it has to be totally obliterated and blown off the face of the earth, man. All right? So if you're in the spirit, those are the things that's on your mind. Those are the things that you're looking towards. That's the things that, you know, you're looking forward to. It's the end of this world. Matter of fact, let me get that real fast. You know? Day you wake up thinking about is this going to be the day that the Lord, you know, gets Esau the hell up out of here, man? All right, because we're looking forward to our rest, man. We're looking for the kingdom, to get out of this captivity, man, to receive those new bodies, man, to get out of this flesh. You know, we're looking for perfection and righteousness. This is 2 Ezra 6 and 1. And he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, or ever the foundation of paradise were laid, before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the movable powers were established, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together, or ever the height of the air were lifted up, before the measure of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot, and ere the present years were sought out, or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned, before they were sealed that have gathered faith for a treasure, then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, and through none other, and by me also shall they be ended, and by none other. You see? So the whole fate of this world is in the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And at the time appointed, it's going to be this place is going to be judged, man. The power that, you know, this kingdom that we see is going to be subdued and done away with, man. All right, nuclear missiles and nuclear fire is going to destroy the whole of America, man. The missiles will be shot in the sky, and great judgment is going to come upon this earth, man. War, great, the war to end all wars, great famine, death, and destruction. Those are all written within the beginning and the end of this age, man. And we're entering right now into the end of it, where Esau is about to be totally stripped and taken out of rulership, man. But it's going to come with great violence and great destruction. It says, then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the time? You see? So when when the earth was made, everything that happened, all the four beasts, all the history of the world, Ezra was asking him, okay, so what's going to be the end of all of this crap, man? He says, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, or the beginning of it that followeth, right? Because we're still in the beginning of where we're at the end of that first. And now we're looking for the beginning of it that's going to follow the end of this age, which is going to be the kingdom of Israel. It says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. And who was Esau? The so-called white man today. Those small heads, the so-called JOOs, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. That's the descendants of Esau, Edom, the Greeks, the Romans, and this modern day Roman Empire, America. This is the Edomites are in control and ruling this earth as we know it, man. And their end is drawing nigh. It says, for Esau is the end of the world. You see, and I don't mean that the world is going to just end and the earth is going to be destroyed when Esau is judged and taken out of power. And that's what that guy Gerald Celente was saying. They're about to destroy all life on earth. No, that's not going to happen, man. The only thing that's going to be utterly destroyed is the whole of Babylon the Great. America is going to be totally destroyed and never inhabited again. Israel is going to be nuked. Parts of Russia, different parts of the world during this Third World War is going to be hit with nuclear missiles, but the earth abided forever, man. When it says the end of the world, it's just speaking of the end of this rulership, the end of this age, man. The end of Esau's kingdom. That's the end of the world, the end of this world, you see? It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You see? And who's Jacob? You 12 tribes, the Israelites, man. All right? And and that new world that's coming is going to be upheld by the 12 tribes of Israel, through our Lord and Savior Yahushua. That's when peace and righteousness will be on this earth, man. But until then, we got to deal with this current situation that we're in right now, which is Esau, which he's about to be destroyed, man. It says, let me go back to Romans 8, and then I'm going to go back to Peter's. It says, going back to being spiritually, it says, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, you see? And the majority of the people are carnal. They're not living spiritual lives, man. They're not trying to live after the righteousness or do the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They caught up in this world. They caught up in whatever they want to do, living how they want to live, eating whatever they want to eat. And the last thing is on their mind is the return of Yahushua and the destruction of this current situation that we're in, man. It says, because the carnal mind is enmity against God. And the word enmity means to be an enemy, man. Because if you're not doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and fearing him and doing what he requires of you, then you're an enemy, man. All right? And that's why 2/3 of our people are going to be treated as enemies of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because they're ultimately joined into the spirit and vibration of this world and the spirit and vibration of Esau. So therefore, when Yahushua return, hey, they're not going to have, the fruit meat for repentance, man. See? It says, because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. See? So it can't be. The Lord has that spiritual block on them, that spiritual disconnect to where they can't dial in or plug in into the spiritual, man. They're disconnected and they're plugged in into wickedness, man. It says, so then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. That's what it's all about, man. You want to be walking what's pleasing in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And that's what the elect are out here doing to the best of our ability in this flesh. Is trying to walk and please Yahweh Shem Yahushai to the best of our abilities, man. But these people out here, they want to please the flesh. They want to please the lust. They want to please what feels good unto them. They want to please what this world accepts, man. So they can in no way indeed be pleasing unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because ultimately that's foolishness unto them. They look at it as something that's not a benefit, something that can't help them. All right, because it's ultimately, it's something that they see as, it doesn't matter. You see, because Jake is they're carnal. See, Jake ain't thinking about the world to come and how their actions that they portray, the things that they do, how it's going to affect them in the long run. All right? They're just thinking about the here and now, man. Very microwave mentality, very carnal, wicked, Esau type of mind frame, man. You see? They ain't thinking about, how they're going to be judged, how the Lord sees them, how their actions, whether they're in tune or in line with the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, they don't give a damn. So therefore, hey, when the Lord comes back, he ain't gonna give a damn about them. He's gonna be like, damn, these niggas ain't even tried. They ain't even put forth the effort. And they can't say that they didn't know, because this truth has been spoken throughout the four corners of the earth. They don't have no more cloaks for their sins. They can't say, well, I ain't never heard, I ain't never seen. The Lord's gonna be like, bullshit, man. Because it's prophesied that this word went, our voice went into all the world. It tells you that in what's that, Psalms or Proverbs 19. Our sound went into all the earth. Day unto day utter a speech. And you got brothers prophesying in every major city all across America, in London, in Africa, in South America, all over the world, man. The prophets of the Lord are speaking this truth, and they're going online and promoting it throughout the whole earth, man. So nobody has no excuse, man. All right? So that's why when Yahushua brings his judgment, he's going to be completely justified in it, man. And we're trying to be found in the good graces of Yahushua. It says, so then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. If so be that the Spirit of the Most High dwell in you, see, was the Spirit of Yahushua, the Spirit of prophecy, man. And that's what the Pentagram Millstone, that's what we're focusing on. Prophecy. That's why we're constantly going into the MOTB, going into this third world's woe. I mean, maybe I could be wrong, but I ain't seeing in these other Israelite groups going into the MOTB or going into this World War III. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I can't say for sure, but I ain't seen no videos, I ain't seen them really going in and digging into it, And that's what they should be doing, because that's the times that we're in. It says, if so be that the Spirit of the Most High dwell in you, now if any man have not the Spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his. And if Hamashiach be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the Spirit is life because of righteousness. See? It says, but if the Spirit of him that raised up Yahushua from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Hamashiach from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his Spirit that dwelleth in you. See? And that's the spirit that we're in, man. That's why we're out here constantly doing videos, doing shows, coming out here and giving you warning from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right? Let me go back to this. It says, verse 7, it says, but the end of all things is at hand. You see, the end of all things is at hand. What's the end of it? The Esau is the end of the world. His rulership, his captivity, America, the Federal Reserve note, rap music, this stupid life, this stupid world that we're living in right now. All this shit is at the end of it, man. Hey, the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about to literally fall down upon this world, man, and upon Esau Edom, and upon all the wicked, man. So the end of everything is at hand right now. We're literally living in the last few legs of Esau's rulership, the last leg of his captivity, having to be in this shitty situation, and salvation is vastly approaching, man. So that's why we got to make sure that we're dialed in and we're moving constantly in the spirit, man. It says, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. See? Let's look at that word for sober, man. Now, I don't mean that, you're not having a drink or you're not drinking alcohol. It means to be sober-minded, meaning having an understanding of what the hell is going on out here, man. Let's get that word for sober. I got 20% left on this bitch. And the word for sober is sofraneo. It says sophroneo. It says to be a sound mind, be in one's right mind, to exercise self-control, put a moderate estimate upon oneself, think of oneself soberly. Like I said, making sure that you're in the right spirit. You're not out here just moving all impulsively, doing things that could cause the ministry to be blamed, making sure that your eye is single, making sure that your mind is on the right things. Making sure that you're doing everything possible in your sight, not to be shifted, not to be shaken, and not to be trip over one of these stumbling blocks and start bugging out at the last second. See? It says, be right in the mind. be sober-minded, man. So we all want to be sober and understand exactly what times we're living in because, hey, these days are evil, man. And all hell's about to break loose, you know? So, got to make sure that we moving right, man. Appreciate it. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. Let me see. I'll start here. Matthew 24 and 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. You see that happening right now. Like I said, all these bug out spirits, these dudes coming with all these weird ass doctrines, guys coming out, you know, basically denouncing the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, talking about they received this new message from the Most High. So you got to make sure that you're not being deceived out here because hey, that spirit of deception is out here. You know? It says, for many, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Don't we not see that happening right now? Matter of fact, I said I was going to do that. Let me just go on a random article website, on a random site, and let's see what type of war they're talking about. Let me go here. Yeah, rumors of wars. IDF, that's what it stands for. The Israeli Defense Force expands ground operations in Gaza tonight, developing. As Gaza is scorched for food and water, Hamas sits on rich trove of supplies. Prayers, protests, classes in Jerusalem. Fears of wider war grow as Kremlin says Pentagon strikes in Syria very bad. You see, we're hearing about these rumors of wars, you know, and pretty soon we know the ultimate war is going to happen, which is World War III. Like I said, that's why we're waiting on for Israel to strike Iran. You know, when that happens, hey, that's when it's going to be wartime. That's when it's going to be go time. And that's why you got the Kremlin just said, look, them striking Syria is very bad because they're inching closer and closer to Iran, man. And a lot of you Americans, hey, you better get prepared and get ready for this draft that's coming. A lot of these Generation Z little fuckers, they're terrified because they know once they implement this draft, they're going to be the first ones that's going, man. You see, it says Putin accused of forming blah blah blah. It says look at this. Israel pummels Gaza. Tanks enter. See? So you're hearing all these wars and rumors of wars, man. You know, and we know what's America's now is under the threat of T attacks. You know, they say that they got a lot of Hamas and Israel, the Muslim Brotherhood members crossing the border, coming into America, already waiting to get calls to do particular things. So it says what? We're hearing these wars and rumors of wars, man. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, you see? So you got Gerald Celente talking about, we got to have peace, and peace is not going to be any peace, man. Hey, because the Lord ultimately has war coming to this society, man. That's all the plan of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and nobody is going to stop it, man. These things are going to play out. These things are going to happen because it's all the will of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. Hey, all you can do is, hey, for us, we're not troubled because we know ultimately this is leading to our salvation. All these things must happen so that we can get the hell up out of here and be delivered, man. If these things don't happen, then our salvation can't come. Then Esau can't be destroyed, and the kingdom that's prepared to come can't come. It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. You see that happening now. Look at all these, here in America, you got pro-Palestinians versus pro-Israel. You got Americans fighting over a situation that don't even involve their ass, man. You know? Let's not forget about the border crisis. People up in arms about that. You got Democrats versus Republicans. You know, Trump versus Biden. You got all type of divisions and nations rising up against nations, man. You know, over there in Europe, those migrants are rising up, terrorizing the city, man, burning shit up. All type of shit is happening right now, but you just don't hear about it in the mainstream American media every day, but it's happening, man. It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these things are happening out of grandiose scale. But right now, all of the attention is on Israel and the Gaza Strip. Remember, you ain't heard about what's going on over there in the Ukraine. That's still popping. You still got other over there in Africa. I forget which country it was, in France and Germany. A lot of those EU nations are getting into it with those Africans over there, which they're going to eventually link up and join sides with Russia. So this shit is happening all around the earth. And it's all leading toward biblical prophecy, man. It's all leading towards the return of our Lord and Savior Yahushua HaMashiach, and the end of Esau's world, and the end of the rulership of these the sovereignty of these heathen nations, and the rise of the kingdom of Israel. It says, and all these are the beginning of sorrows, right? Because it ain't got bad yet, man. It's just at the beginning. But like I said, when this war really kicks off, man, shit is going to get terrible here. And remember, one thing that war brings, real war, it brings famines, shortages. Because when that war stops, man, hey, you ain't going to be able to just fill up your tank like you can freely do it now. Because once they shut down that Strait of Hormuz, over 20% of the world's oil comes out of that thing. So when war is popping off, that's just going to be shut down. You ain't going to have all of that readily available oil and gas. And we already know that Biden have sold off America's reserve oils off to China and different countries. So this place, man, America is sitting bad right now. But you people just don't know that because you don't look into those things. So that's why, hey, when the shit hits the fan here in Babylon, it's going to really hit the fan here, man. This shit's going to dry up real quick, man. Storage shelves are going to be empty. Gasoline places are going to be empty, man. You know, people are going to be out here going completely ape, S-H-I-T, man. And they said, what? That's the beginning of sorrows. Time of Jacob's trouble. All these things are coming. These are things that we're constantly warning and prophesying to our people about, man. But we know only the elect are going to take heed and get themselves in the right situation and do what they got to do to be delivered out of those things, man. It says, and they shall deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. You see all these things happening right now, you know? And they're only going to escalate and get worse and worse as we get closer and closer to the end of this thing. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Yeah, man. It says what? Lawlessness is going to grow. You just had that shooting over there in Maine, which that can be orchestrated. That could be a patsy. That could be a Manchurian candidate. But we're going to see more of these things happening, man, as we get closer and closer. Like I said, they're already talking about more FFs happening here in Babylon the Great because of that whole migrant invasion, that border being open, man. You got all type of creeps and weirdos and rapists and murderers, gang members. They probably, as far as we know, they could have released a whole goddamn prison somewhere in Venezuela or whatever, a huge population of their violent criminal prisoners, and just let them cross the border, man. And they here somewhere in the States waiting for this shit to go downhill so that they can just, purge, man. You see, all these type of things are going to be happening here, man. And if you're not of the elect of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man, hey, good luck, man. You're not going to be protected. You're not going to be guided. Let me get that. If I can get that real quick. See, this is why we're praying and hoping that we're part of the elect, man. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 73. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. And I've been reading this precept a lot lately. It's been coming up a lot in my lessons, man, because we're in these times right now, man. You see, and this is why our faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has to be so solidified and so strong, because we're looking to be on this receiving end of the mercy of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's why we're out here trying to be diligent. We're trying to do the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Stay in the spirit. Do what he commanded us, man. Not be caught up in the flesh and being carnal and just being reckless, loose with our lips, just talking shit, bucking up against the elders, just doing things that's just not right in the sight of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because we're looking for that great mercy, man, because that's how bad it's going to be. Remember, it said that's the beginning of sorrows, man. Scriptures tell you just how bad it's really going to be out here. You're going to have people, neighbors, busting each other head for a can of beans, for a loaf of bread, the booty end of the bread, man. You know, it says our friends are going to fight like enemies. That's how bad it's going to be out here, man. And we want the full hedge of protection of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for us and our wives and our children and for all the elect out there during these times, man. You know? It says, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power. It says, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift themselves up. But woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. It is left undressed, and it is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith. Hey, and it's going to be, you know, before that ultimate fire comes, there's going to be plenty of fires here. Like I said, you're going to have martial law. You're going to have curfews. You're going to have, martial law out here. Lawlessness, man. People are going to be out here uprising, rioting. You're going to have people out here graping, busting heads, man. Children getting harmed and women getting their heads busted, men getting their head busted. It's going to be complete chaos out here, man. But we want to be guided and protected by the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua through it all, man. All right? And remember, and these elites, that's part of their plan, is to bring this order out of chaos, man. So they're going to let this whole society just crumble, man. They're going to let a power grid attack happen, something to that effect, man. It's going to be complete and utter chaos out here, and they're going to leave it to be just like that, man. So that they can come in and try to save the day and be the hero, but it's going to come with that siragma and that charagma, man, which a lot of our people and a lot of you Americans are going to take. Just, you know, those of you that are left after they let all the chaos and the ruckus and the raping and the killing and the murdering and the purge happen. Those of you who are left, they're going to be begging for that siragma, man. See, but the elect are going to be so built up by different miracles to being saved out of particular situations. We're going to be calling on the names of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. He's going to be performing miracles for us, delivering us out of crazy situations, allowing us to do things that we never thought possible. So when the ragamuffin come, our faith is going to be so strong and so built up from the shit that we went through, that the Lord showed us, that we ain't even going to be fazed by that shit, man. All right? We're going to be totally in the spirit and totally like Esau, do whatever the hell you got to do, man. We're going to be found faithful unto death, and we're going to receive that crown of life. So back in Matthew, it says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. You see, that's what we've been out here doing over these last 12, 13 years on the YouTube, going live, promoting this truth, man. Just preaching this gospel into the whole world, man. So that's why I said earlier, ain't nobody got no excuse. You can't say that you didn't hear, because prophecy says otherwise. You even got niggas in jail listening to the Hebrew Israelites. So you people out here who are not in jail, you got smartphones and you ain't off the hook, man. This gospel has been preached throughout the whole world as the Lord said it would be, and now the end is here. It's a lot. Fucking fly, man. All right, it says that was it on that one. Let me go to the next precept. So like I said, man, you know, hey, we're totally at the end of this thing, man. I know a lot of brothers might be feeling weary, you might be feeling tired, but hey, even though you're tired, man, hey, the work still has to be done. You know, we still got another gear to ship it into, you know? It's kind of like the last of the race. That's when you really want to just go all out, and you gotta empty that gas tank, you know? And that's how we gotta be, you know? Hey, I'm tired too, man. I'm tired of this fucking society. I'm waiting for this place to be fucking destroyed. I'm waiting for Yahushua to return. I'm waiting for this third world war to pop off. But hey, we're still moving on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua's time. You know, he's going to end it when he sees fit. So we just got to make sure that we stay spiritually hydrated, spiritually, constantly spiritually endure, and hey, man, just keep going forward. You know, keep going forward, man. This is This is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. See? So, that's why you got to constantly be in the spirit. You got to constantly be standing upon your watch, so you know exactly what times that we're in. So it won't catch you off guard, man. So, when you're looking at things that's going on, you're instantly able to link it to prophecy, man. Like I said, so, you want to constantly be in that spiritual loop to know what the hell is going on. Like the rest of our people, 2/3, they don't know what the hell is going on, man. That's why the day is going to catch them as a thief in the night. Like I said, I was talking to the guy about World War III. He was just like, well, I don't really give a shit. There's always been war, because they're not in the spiritual loop, man. They don't know what the hell is going on over there in the Middle East. And even if they do hear about it, they can care less, man. You see, because they're not in this, they don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shai upon them. They got the spirit of this world, they got the spirit of slumber, the spirit of deep sleep, and that's why, when all this shit happens and this economy collapses and Esau brings that Karagma, they're going to take it wholeheartely, man, because they don't have no vision, they're not looking past this place, they're only seeing what's right in front of them, man. So that's why when it does happen, hey, they're through, man. See, but of the times and seasons, we don't have to be told about it. And that's why you got to constantly stand upon your watch. Stay abreast of what's going on, man. Reading these different articles, going into the headlines, really seeing what's going on around the world, financial news, military news, how they're trying to bring in all these different laws and legislations to stop free speech, how they're doing particular things to do gun confiscations, how they're going to use these different executive orders to bring in executive orders to where the president can take full control over this whole society, man. You got to be up on all of these things, man, so that you don't be out of the loop. And when these things happen, you don't know what the hell is going on, and you'll be a deer in the headlights when it comes, man. You see, and don't believe the hype. Hey, there ain't no peace, there ain't no safety. Oh, let me get this real quick. There ain't no peace and there ain't no safety coming into this place, man. All right, we're living in particular times in this earth, and there ain't joyous times, man. Let me read this. Show the times we're living in. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And Esau, you're about to be plucked up, man. That's the times we're living in. The end of the Esau being the end of the world, it's time for him to be plucked up. See? It says a time to kill and a time to heal. We're not in the time to heal. And we're not in the time, they're about to be in the time to kill in the society, man. The Lord's going to have all these death angels out here. Mass famine, death, and destruction is coming to this earth via prophecy, man. It says a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow. Let me get to the point. It says a time to love and a time to hate. And that's the times that we're living in, man. We ain't living in the time of so much love going on this planet Earth, man. Everybody is divided. Everybody is against one another. You see all the uproars of the people, people are fighting once against each other. People don't trust each other anymore. That whole peaceful, lovey feeling in this earth is not here, man. And it's going to continue to get more and more intense. That hatred and that time to not embrace, people not trusting one another, everybody looking out for themselves, you see? It says a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And we're definitely not living in the time of peace, man. There ain't going to be no peace in the Middle East. Sorry, Gerald Salente. All right, because that war is going to go forward. Troops, blood is going to be shed, and people are going to be casualties of war, man. You see, it's just the times that we live in. It's the times that we're living in, man. Hey, we're in that time. Hey, that's the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. So there's a time for everything, man. Hey, and now in the kingdom of heaven, it's going to be a time to build, and a time of peace, and a time of love, and a time of order and peace. But that's not going to happen here in these last days, and especially at the end of Esau's kingdom. Remember, this place is going to be Babylon is going to be destroyed with thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be destroyed, man. All right. Hey, like I said, I read Matthew 24. The love of since iniquity is abounding, the love of many is waxing cold, man. Look at these women out here. Look how they live. Look how they act, especially the average American woman. Look how proud and boastful and hateful and nasty she is, man. You literally got women out here who says, I can't stand a man who knows his worth. Women out here talking about, I hate when I see a man smile and he's happy. So we're not living in a time of love and peace and happiness, man. It's a lot of division. It's a lot of hatred. It's a lot of division. A lot of people being separated. And that's only going to get worse and worse as, you know, things get more and more crazy out here, man. All right? It says, so what it say? For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. You see? So we're ain't in the time of love and the time of peace, like I read in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, man. So when they start telling you about peace and peace in the Middle East and safety, then you better not believe it, man. Because that's not the times that we're in right now. It says, but ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Right. You know, we're not of the darkness. We understand the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We're moving to the tunes of prophecy. We're doing to the best of our ability what's right in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. We've changed our lives, you know, for the better. We're not just hearers of the word, but we're being hearers and doers of the word, you know? And we pray that the Lord keeps that spirit upon us all the way into the end, man. Even if it causes us to have to get our head chopped off, you know, because we kept the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach and didn't sell out. We didn't bow down to the image. We didn't take the mark. You know, we stood faithful. You know, you know, we suffered in the flesh for the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai all the way until the end. It says, therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Yeah, we got to watch, man. Constantly stand upon our watch, man. You know, and see what the Lord will say unto me, so that I can, you know, so that we can run whatever information that we find and do videos, man. You see, that's the true job of a watchman, the true job of a prophet, man. It's constantly standing upon your watch and giving warning and telling our people the times that we're living in and what's coming and how to prepare, you know, and to, you know, to you know, be careful out here, man. It says, therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Let's look at that word for watch. Right, you got to be watching, man. You can't be out here sleeping, getting caught up in the world, not knowing what the hell is going on, man. We're constantly, I know I'm constantly watching. I'm constantly reading articles, you know. Constantly looking at what's going on in the world, you know. So that I don't want to miss any type of news, you know. I want to see everything that's coming and then relate the news to the Akim and the Akwaf out there. And the word watch is a Gregorio. It says to watch, metaphorically, give strict attention to, be cautious, active. Take heed lest through remission and indolence and some destructive calamity suddenly overtake one. See? So we're constantly watching, man. We're constantly, it's kind of like you always got your guard up. You constantly got your spider sense, you know, you constantly got your sentence heightened. We're constantly looking around, constantly seeing what's going on. You know, we don't want to be caught off guard. We don't want to miss a play, so to speak, you know? We don't want to miss something that's going on in the world and you catch it a little bit too late, man. You know? We want to make sure that we're constantly watching, man. Remember, the Lord said he has set up watchmen. Matter of fact, you get that. The Lord has set up watchmen, or house of, I made you a watchman, or house of Israel. See, so we're not only watching for ourselves, we're watching for the elect out there as well. This is This is Isaiah chapter 21, verse 5. It says, prepare the table, watch in the watchtower. Eat, drink, arise, ye princes, and anoint the shield. For thus hath the Lord said unto me, go, set a watchman, let him declare what he seeth. And he saw a chariot with a couple of horsemen, a chariot of asses, and a chariot of camels, and he hearkened diligently with much heed, and he cried, a lion, my Lord. I stand continually upon the watchtower in the daytime, and I am set in my ward whole nights. You see? And that's the spirit that we should be in, constantly watching, man, and reporting what we are seeing unto Israel, man. We're telling you that war is coming, famine is coming, pestilence, FFs, terrorist organizations, man. We're telling you that, the ICBM missiles are coming, man. War, nuclear annihilation. And we're also telling you that salvation is coming as well, man. So we're constantly standing upon our watch, and we're telling you exactly what we're seeing, man. And behold, here cometh a chariot of men with a couple of horsemen, and he answered, said, Babylon is fallen, and all the graven images of her gods he hath broken unto the ground. See? And we're out here telling you that Babylon, which is America, is about to be taken. It's about to be busted up. I was just telling you earlier how weak this American military is. How it's going to be spread too thin, man. You know, how the servicemen are weak. How they're all effeminate. How they got a goddamn drag queen being the main recruiter for the United States military, man. You see? Scriptures tell you that the men of Babylon, they're going to remain in their holds. They have become as women. So that's how we know that this place is the land of unwalled villages, and it's going to be totally annihilated pretty soon, man, via when this Third World War happens. It says, "Oh, my threshing and the corn of my floor, that which I have heard of Yahweh of hosts, the God of Israel, have I declared unto you." See? And we're doing the same thing. We're telling you that war is coming. The missiles are going to totally annihilate Babylon the Great, a.k.a. America, man. And every other thing that's going to happen in this society. The economy is going to collapse. You know, the time of Jacob's trouble, concentration camps. How you proud-ass women out here, when the society collapses, how you're going to be the most affected and the most destroyed, man. So we're not withholding anything. We're telling you everything, man. All right? And that's why it says that we are the children of the day. We're the children of the light, man. It says, "Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night. And they that be drunken are drunken in the night." Right. And 2/3 of the majority of our people are all fucking sleeping, man. They don't know what the hell is going on. They're not moving cautiously. They're not out here watching and paying attention what the hell is going on and preparing themselves for the things that's going to come here. Jake is just going on as if Babylon ain't gonna miss a beat. They're going on as if that whole situation over there with Israel and Gaza has is not going to have any effect here on Babylon the Great. Oh yeah, I guess what? When they implement that draft, your ass is going to see the total effect of that war. When they're shipping your sons and your daughters off into the front lines, into to that meat grinder to get ground into powder on the front lines in this Third World War, man. You see? When that war happens and it brings famine and shortages, and there ain't gonna be no import and exports coming in like that, then you're gonna see the effects of everything that we've been out here telling you, man. Then you're gonna consider, but for a lot of you, it's gonna be too late, man. Because at the time where you could have took heed to the message, you could have been abreast on what was going on and standing upon your watch, you didn't give a damn. So therefore, when the Lord tells the prophets to pack up and he brings his family of the word and he has his men sealed with his word, and his elect marked with the walk, with that mark of exemption, you niggas gonna be out here with like a chicken with your head cut off, man. You're gonna be looking for the prophets, but you ain't gonna find the prophets in that day, man. And we're gonna be out here like pilgrims, just moving. We ain't gonna be out here prophesying and preaching to you. We're gonna be out here preaching in the middle of all hell breaking loose in Jacob's trouble. You might get the IUIC. They might be out here doing that shit. You know, they might be out here prophesying while all hell is breaking loose. But guess what? The men of Great Millstone, we ain't gonna be out here doing that shit. We're gonna be exactly where the Lord is gonna have us to be, man. It says, "But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love." It said being sober again. You see, it said being sober. Remember, being cautious, being knowing what the hell is going on, moving cautiously. You know, moving in the spirit, man. It says, "But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet the hope of salvation." You see, we have hope, man. See, all of our hope and our hope is not in Babylon the Great, man. Like I said, we're looking way past America, man. We know the end of this place. We know what's coming here. That's why our faith and our preparation is for the kingdom to come. That's why we're constantly, talking about, we're constantly preaching life and repentance and salvation, man, and immortality to the elect. We telling you the last thing should be on your mind is anything going on with America, man. But this place, hey, this ship is sinking, man. says, for the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. See, and Lord willing, we're part of the elect. That's what that's what we're appointed unto, man. That's where our faith is, and that's where our hope is that we're going to be delivered and receive salvation from Yahushua HaMashiach. Now I want to look at that word appointed. Let's see something here. See what it means to be appointed. The word for appointed is dithemi. Dithemi, it says to place or lay, to set forth, something to be explained by discourse, to set, fix, establish. I didn't really give me too much. Oh, it says here to establish, ordain. Yeah, we're going to be ordained for salvation. Right, purpose for salvation, man. You see? Look at that word for obtain. And the word is peripoiesis. It says a preserving, a preservation, possessions, one's own property. Yeah, who's the ultimate property of Yahweh Shai? It's the elect, man. Oh, it says the purchased possession. Wasn't that scripture on that? The appointed possession. Oh, look at this one. Let's look at one of the precepts that it gave me. This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. It says, but ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. I was reading that right now in Thessalonians. You are not of the day, you are not of the night, but of the day. And the Lord has pulled us out of this darkness. He has appointed the elect to be that chosen generation, man. That holy nation, that peculiar people, that purchased possession, which is going to be appointed to receive salvation from our Lord and Savior Yahushua. It says, which in times past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High, which had not obtained mercy, but now we have obtained mercy. And that's ultimately what we're looking to receive is mercy. We need mercy. We're going to need mercy and a miracle for the shit that the Lord's, these times the Lord is about to bring upon this earth, man. See? It says what? But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet the hope of salvation. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. See? That's the elite. That's that peculiar, the elect, that peculiar people, those chosen vessels of Yahweh Yahushua. It says, who died for us that, whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. You see? So it's a win-win situation for the elect, man. And we're looking to be on that, we're looking to be on that end of it, you know? You know? This is Luke 21. I'll probably close it up in a little bit. This is Luke chapter 21. This is Luke 21 and 33. It says, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. And what is that heaven and earth that's going to pass away? Is Esau's rulership, you know? That's why Esau is the end of the world. That's the beginning of it is right now. But the end of it is going to be when this devil is destroyed, and then Jacob is going to rise up out of that, is up next to bat. It says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that day come upon you unawares. You see? And that's why we ain't trying to get caught off guard. We're not worried about the affairs of this life, man. We're not caught up in this world. We've been, mortified our members and died off into this world, man. You know, the hell with this place. This place is finished, man. This shit ain't nothing out here for us anyway. You know, partying every week, going to the club, going to the bars every weekend, partying and bullshit. That's for this. That's for 2/3, man. That's for this world, and that shit ain't even popping anymore anyway, man. Shit ain't been popping here since since the 1990s, man. The early 2000s. This shit's whack now, man. It's played out, you know. There ain't nothing out there for us anymore, man. So we ain't worried about this world. We ain't worried about chasing the bag. We ain't worried about 401k, cashing in on our life and all that bullshit that these people of the world think about. We ain't thinking about none of that shit, man. All right. So therefore, we're not caught up in these things. So these things are not a distraction. We're not getting caught up with these particular things and being distracted from what we need to be doing as far as focusing on this ministry and on this truth and doing this work for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And we ain't worried about the cares of this life, man. What are the cares of this life, you know? Worried about, oh, my family gonna see me out here teaching. Oh, my woman and my family, they're gonna leave me. You know, I don't want to lose my job. I got, this, that, and the third. We ain't worried about that shit, man. Hey, that's the cares of this life. We're worried about the pleasing the Lord, man. It says, and drunkenness and cares of this life, so that day come upon you unawares. You see, because that's how the Lord's going to catch a lot of these people with their pants down. Because the last thing on their mind is Yahushua returning, is the end of this world, man. So that's why when it finally happens, these people, they're not going to know what to do. They don't have any faith in anything other than this world. So therefore, they're going to do everything in their power to try to save their lives when they offer that MOTB. They're going to look to try to save whatever little money, little position or houses or wealth or carnal things that they have. They're gonna try to save those things when the threat of it being taken away from them comes, man. You see, but we ain't, we looking for this place to go right down the fucking shithole, man. So you can take the little bit of shit that I got because that's not where my mind or my faith is focused on, man. It says, for as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always. You see, always praying, man. Pray every day, you know. And that's a huge weapon for the elect, man, is prayer. Pray, man. Hey, the Lord is listening, man. Pray. Constantly pray, man. Hey, from the moment you leave your house, pray that the Lord bless your going ins and your going out, that He's watching over your family, your children. When you get to work, thank the Lord. Pray that the Lord keeps you safe on the job, driving home, going to these grocery stores, because it's so unpredictable and so crazy out here. You never know what the hell can happen, man. But I know one thing, if you constantly pray always that the Lord protect you wherever you're going and whatever you're doing, the Lord's going to make a way. The Lord hear those things, man. So you can't just be out here just moving about, man. Hey, man, you got to pray always, man. There's so much crazy shit's going on out here. You just never know what the hell can happen. So you want to make sure that you got the hedge of protection around you at all times, man. It says, watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Right, you don't want to make it through all this, and then at the end your faith get weak and you get overcome and you take the Karagma, man. We got to be out here praying heavy. Especially in the time of Jacob's trouble, when all hell is breaking loose, man. You never know what the hell's going to happen. Prayer is going to be a major tool and a major defense, man. Let me get this real fast. see this. It's lucky, man. Looking for a particular scripture. This phone. I'm looking for it. I couldn't find it, man. I ain't gonna keep playing on it. But yeah, but looking for that precept where it says, the prayers of the righteous pierces the clouds, man. So at the time of our affliction, even King David, the times when he was afraid, when he was afflicted, the Lord heard his prayers, man. You know, it's gonna be. You don't think it's gonna be the same for us in these last days when all this hell and turmoil and chaotic shit is going on? The Lord's gonna be hearing the prayers of His elect, man. That's why we gotta constantly pray always, man, that we be delivered from all this craziness that's coming, man. But we gotta make sure that we're watching, that we're staying focused, that we're 10 toes down, and doing everything that we gotta do so that we can be preserved in that day, man. You know, and that's something you got to pray for every day, man. Pray that the Lord don't take His spirit from you. Pray that the Lord don't put the spirit of a bug out or a reprobate or become disenchanted. That the Lord, pray that the Lord never takes your hand from off that plow and to finish this glorious, beautiful work that the Lord has given us to do, because we're doing the most important job on this planet Earth, man. This is the most important job on the planet Earth, literally right now, man. Not some goddamn CEO, not owning a company, not making all this money, but doing the work and the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Let me get this. I'll end it with this. Because there is going to be a reward, It's going to be a great reward, man. This is Matthew chapter 19. It's titled The Disciples' Reward. So we're not out here doing this in vain, man. It's going to be a great reward, a great payoff for doing this beautiful work that we're out here doing. Remember, we're out here storing up treasures in heaven, man. All right? We're storing up treasures for heaven. We're storing up protection from the evil day. And we're storing up the spiritual bank account ultimately to be delivered and beamed up into the chariots, man. And this is Matthew 19:27, the disciples' reward. Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? You see, so Peter was like, well, Lord, what are we going to receive? We followed you. And this is where 2/3 of our people don't see the importance of what we're out here doing right now, because Jake is looking for instant gratification. Like I said, they're not thinking about the world to come. They're not thinking about putting in this work and doing what the Lord wants you to do so that you can be rewarded and paid later on. Because Jake wants their shit now, man. They ain't got no patience, they ain't got no hope, and they ain't got no faith, man. It says, and Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me, in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye shall also sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. See? So there's a great reward coming for those that have forsaken all and have followed Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You see? That's why we're constantly looking past this shit. We're looking past this Babylon the Great. That's why we're constantly hastening for the world to come. It says, and everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. You see? Not only are we going to receive all these great benefits, but we're going to receive immortality, everlasting lives, man. We're going to have the laws and statutes and commandments put within our inward part. We're never going to sin or go off again, man. We're never going to rebel against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and we're going to be perfect, man. We're going to be beyond wealthy. We're going to be blessed. We're going to be honored. We're going to receive glory. We're going to rule over these other heathen nations. We're going to have crowns upon our heads and all the respect that this earth can offer, man. Shit, we're going to not only be on earth, but have the respect. We're going to be on different planets and different galaxies, man. So it's definitely going to be a great reward coming for the elect out here, man. And all of us, in some shape, form, or fashion, have forsaken one of these different things, whether it's wives, children, families, friends, friendships, jobs, lucrative opportunities, all to follow Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and we're all going to be handsomely rewarded when Yahushua returns. Man, remember, the earth is going to be given to Yahushua, and we're going to be joint heirs with him, so the world is going to be ours as well, man. So let's make sure that we're just standing in the spirit, staying rooted and grounded, and pray that the Lord put the spirit on us to finish this job that he has given us to do, and that we don't waver, we don't falter, we don't get weak, we don't doubt, we don't be overcome by the flesh or any of this BS that Esau is going to try to manipulate and use to try to get you to deny Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. So, with that, I'm going to close it there. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and the glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren out there preaching his word in all sincerity and truth. Shalom.